everybody, I have a surprise for you. I'm here in the city of Pasadena with Heather and Kizzy.
Hi guys! Miss all of you guys. Kizzy says hi too.
Thank you so much for being here. I know you're a very busy person and for providing me this time for a short interview.
No problem.
Just as a general information, what is pet therapy?
Pet therapy, there are a couple different, two major types of pet therapy. There's the emotional type where a dog can come and provide emotional support for a person that's ill or has a disability. And then there's the therapy that we as OTs can do, and that's where we use the dog or the cat or the turtle during our OT sessions as an integral part of the actual therapy session.
Oh wow, sounds fascinating. Looks like it's a big field. What is the requirement for the animal to become pet therapy?
Well, that's why I brought Kizzy here today. She's a licensed therapy dog, and in order for her to become a licensed therapy dog, she had to pass 2 tests. She had to pass the Good Citizen Canine test, and then she had to pass the therapy dog test, and that's a 12-item test. And she had to do certain things in order to pass that test with an evaluator. And it was a tough test, but and I was surprised she passed, but she did. And then once she's done with all the testing, she has to go through medical testing to make sure that she doesn't have any diseases or anything that could pass to a human being. When a pet becomes certified, it's the pet and the owner that become certified together. So what that means is I had to go through a lot of training too in order to be able to handle the dog during therapy sessions. So it's kind of like the OT would have to go through the training with the dog and pass the test with the dog.
Oh wow! From your perspective as an OT, what are the benefits that pet therapy brings to your clients?
A couple things. I think, of course, emotionally, I've seen great benefits in clients in working with dogs in particular. I've seen Kizzy's done a lot of work with youth that are troubled youth, especially young boys between the ages of 14 and 18, which is not a population that I ever thought that I would work real well with, but she does great with them. And I've seen these really tough guys just melt when they work with her. And then I've seen, I've worked with patients in hospitals that they want to return back to home and take care of their pets, and using Kizzy during the therapy session helps them prepare for that and allows them to be able to return to that occupation that is so important for them.
Would you mind sharing one of your experience with using a pet for your training, OT training?
I think one of my most memorable experiences was one of our first experiences in working with Kizzy, and it was working at the boys' home. There's a boys' home that she works at, and we volunteered together. And I'll tell you, I was a little nervous to take her to these boys it's basically like a juvenile hall. These boys are there because they did something wrong, and it's almost like a jail. And they're between the ages of 14 and 18, and I came in a little bit nervous because she's a little dog, and I was afraid one of them might kick her or something, and one of these big guys comes in to work with us, and I was sitting on the ground and I'm looking up at him going, oh my gosh, I'm a little bit nervous. But he looks at her and she looks at him and he goes, oh my God, I love your dog! And just they get down together on the ground, and the effect that I saw that she had on him and he had on her, it melted my heart, and it made me realize how therapeutic dogs can be, much more than we can be. If I had worked with this gentleman, it wouldn't have had the same effect, And so I just saw something that, I don't think we could replicate with anything else other than a dog.
Well, Heather, thank you so much again for your time, because you gave us a OT, right? You gave us a much better understanding. You provide us better understanding about this, what pet therapy is. So thank you again.
No problem. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Did you like the surprise?